We thank you for the life in baking. We hand over this meeting to you. Please take control and let the Holy Spirit be with us, whatever we plan to be successful, and our speakers of the day into your hands. Bless them, Lord. Let whatever they speak to us be from you, Lord. We have prayed this prayer through Jesus Christ.
Amen. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much.
Amen.
Now, without wasting any time, I hand over to Anitah. Anitah, the reason why I wanted Anitah to tell us about her story, a few years ago, she told me her story in baking and her mother's story, and it changed my life. So, Anitah, over to you.
Oh, Asha, thank you so much. Can you hear me, guys?
Yes,
Yes, we hear you.
Nice meeting you all. Thank you, Asha, so much for this platform. Asha gave me 10 minutes, so I'm going to summarize my story. So I'm a baker, I'm into real estate, I do other businesses, farming and etc. So I'm going to only dwell on the baking part because Asha gave me the topic to talk about my story. So my story starts in 2009 when I started baking. Basically baking, for me, I grew up in a home where they were baking cakes. My mom, from the time I was a kid. So, but personally, I started baking in 2009 and I had my reasons why I started. I was broke, I needed a side business, I have a job. So basically I started doing it because it was the only option available at that time. From the start, of course, I made many mistakes. At that time, we didn't have that platform that we have at the moment, whereby bakers share everything. I think there are people talking. Some people need to Asha, let some people mute their microphones. Hello?
Everyone,
Hello?
please mute. People, please mute. I'm trying to mute from here some people, but there are very many who are unmuted. So, Sarah, Acheng, mute your mic. Joanne, mute. Well, like Giftare, please mute. Lizzie, mute. Priscilla Musana, Monique, all those mics are active. Please, guys, mute.
Okay.
Okay, we can continue.
Okay. Okay. So I want to thank God for Asha because in these times she has opened that platform for bakers to get all the information that they need. I think by the time I started baking, we didn't have that kind of platform. You had to start from scratch. You couldn't go to the big bakeries or people who were knowledgeable in business for information. It was also hard. So I had to do everything myself. Like I made so many mistakes. You bake cakes, they break. I used to do everything from being the baker, the decorator, the person transporting the cakes. You calling customers, returning calls. So it was too much work for me. And I also have a job which is very demanding that makes me move a lot. So basically, during that process, I really got like a breakdown, too much fatigue, because I would go for work from 8 a.m. in the morning. I reach home at 6 p.m. I start baking. You're doing shopping in Chikubo. You're doing basically everything. So I would sleep less hours for only 2 hours. I go to work. I started getting sick with time. I got pressure, high blood pressure. I started getting swollen feet. I started losing interest in the business because of fatigue. And of course, you have to balance a family. I'm married, so it wasn't easy for me. I hated everything to do with business because I made so many mistakes. You're tired. You're not enjoying what you're doing. So when I fell sick, I had to take a break for like close to 2 years because I really didn't want to go back into that thing of doing everything for yourself. So I got staff, I had to hire people, I had to partner with a few people who I trusted to handle what I was doing. And I think it worked out well for me. But the doctors advised me I needed to really, really rest and not do anything because I had back problems, fondant, all those things. I would drive, and by the time I reach home, my feet are swollen. So basically, my point is that baking is a really, really good business. You can make money. That one, the first time I met Asha, I told her, you make a lot of money. You can make a lot of money, and you can also lose money. And in that process, when you really, really, if you don't take care of yourself, you can lose money. How? Because you're treating yourself, you're going to hospitals. So you have to take care of yourself. I know that thing when you're rushing to make an order, a client has booked in the evening, you're rushing to make those complicated orders. Please don't stress yourself. Have a policy. Tell clients book in advance because it helps you relax so that you know what you're going to do. When you bake a cake in time, you're at peace. When you're even transporting it, you're not in a rush because you're like, you know what, this client booked early. Last minute orders, try to avoid them. They are the ones which give bakers pressure. And secondly, when you're baking, please try to have a balanced meal. Take a lot of water. Drink juice, have fruits. I hope my 10 minutes are not yet up. Please, during that time when you're working, standing, baking, and what, have things to eat, to munch on as you're doing your work, so that your body gets that energy. Because I know when you're baking, doing all that work, a lot of heavy duty work, you don't have appetite to eat. You're drinking coffee. Please try to avoid taking coffee. It really takes a toll on your health. You know, what you feed your body is what comes out after a few years later. So take care of yourself. Try to avoid having all you want to have like 30 orders at once. You even want to grab cakes from other bakers because you want the money. You can't manage everything by yourself. Delegate, delegate, delegate. Get good workers. If you can be able to pay them well, do that. You pay them well, pay your bakers well, your decorators on like, some good money so that they can do that work for you. You supervise and also maybe participate so at least you can have time for yourself. Also, for me personally, I do it like every year. I take off a holiday to go and relax. When you relax, it helps you to think. You get new strategies on how to do your business and even start other things. Because when you're doing that business of baking, after 5 years, 10 years, you've made some money, you also think of other investment platforms that you can do, because at one time you will not have that energy to do everything. So you have also, when you take off time to relax and go for with your family, go in those tourism places, you will think when you're reading those books and relaxed, you get strategies or like, I can start up maybe another business besides my cake business. And also remember that baking is also a seasonal business. There are those days when there will be few orders. What will you do during that time? Asha, please tell me if my time is up. Asha, 1 minute.
You have 1
So
minute, yeah.
yes, so in conclusion, I thank God who helped me that I got better treatment. I'm now better. And thank you, Asha, for giving me this platform. I hope my story will really help some people. And I hope to meet you soon one day. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Bless you too, Anita. Thank you so much for sharing. I know you're on the road. Thank you for sharing.
No, I'm not.
You didn't go?
I'm leaving at 3. Let me attend the meeting. I'm leaving at 3.
Okay, that is good.
Okay, thank you so much.
I wanted Anita
All right.
to share that story because I have gotten so many people who have been complaining about different things, their hands, their back, consistent headache, and different things in book. And it is hard. I went through the same in my first year of baking. I used to pass out. I used to sleep for a very short time, like 3 hours, and I would pass out. Usually, my husband sometimes would come pick me up, and if I know it, I'm in the bedroom. I'm like, how did I get here? Then you would explain. It can be life threatening if you are not very careful with baking. So my motto now is it is life first. Yes, we love the money, but without life, we don't have that money and enjoy it. So anyone who has any problem, any questions, leave them in the chat. In case you have any questions, after the session, in the last 15 minutes, we will go through all the questions. Then next on our agenda, we have something that's called like women in business. Do we have any men here today? Do we have a man here today? So we are all women.
I think.
By default, we are all women. It is a very good thing. It is a very good thing that we are all women. Now, I have nothing against men, and but I have a special place for women. So today, it's something that I wanted to hint on today. The women in business, most bakers, I think the statistics show us that between 80 to 90% of bakers are women. And women struggle with so many things that we cannot mention today. The first thing that I want to tell you is that even before I start talking, please do not feel sorry for yourself as a woman. I'm not here to promote any agenda of maybe say gender. I'm not into the gender thing, but I love women empowerment because when we empower women, we get better results. We get a better community. We get good decision makers. So yes, today I want us to talk about the women and how COVID has hit us so bad. The reason why I would say COVID, okay. Can you imagine? Zoom is already warning me that I'm running out of time. So,
Really?
Yeah. So the reason why we as women we need to stand together and support each other and become better is because when things happen, they happen to us both physically and emotionally. The police report says that during the lockdown, most women were abused, as in violence, domestic violence. It happened more than the robberies around. Imagine domestic violence being on top. That is, and most of us do not speak up because we are afraid of being judged. We are afraid of our parents telling us that you have to be a specific person, All these things limit us from speaking up, and as a result, they affect our businesses. Most women have left business in COVID because so much has happened to them. You know, it is a short time, 6 months, 7 months, but so much has happened, life-changing things. I am sure we have people even here, lives have changed. So much has changed. And one thing that we should know is that we shouldn't stay in silence, and we shouldn't die because we have been abused. You are not the first person, and you're not going to be the last person. It is going to happen, and it will keep happening. But every time we speak up, something is lifted. We become better people because we know how to approach certain situations. Be it in business, be it in your relationship, be it in your marriages, all that. Now, I want to encourage you that whatever goes on, whatever business you're in, do not feel that because you are a woman, all these things are happening to you. We need to raise our voices. The reason why you cannot find a man in certain situations because usually they are on top of things. Now, imagine you go and abuse a man. A man will walk away and get another wife. You understand? Because for them, they do not take on this burden that you take on. As a woman, you cannot be as a man. You will always be different. But find your worth. Find who you are. Find things that you love. Find. You can hear me?
Yes, now we can hear you.
So yes, now, first of all, the first thing that I want to share about that is that we have to be equipped as women. I am all out for skills, any skill you choose. Some of you might be baking and you might be doing other things. An example of Sarah, she bakes, she does her aprons, all those are called skills. If we are skilled as women, it gives us a better advantage. It gives us something where we can work with our brains and our hands. Do not underlook these skills, because at the end of the day, no one can take away these skills from you. Whatever happens, even if you leave baking as a business, you have a skill that no one can ever take away from you. So women, we need to be skilled. We need to know that if I have this skill, do not limit yourself that you only have to be a baker. No, learn other skills. Learn other skills that are going to bring food to your table. You do not have to be always depending on someone else. It's a good thing to depend on our husbands, on our partners, but it is even better when you know that you have something to contribute as a woman. You understand? So, skill, be equipped, get skilled. The second thing that I would want to share is financial literacy. That is a topic that we will go into in future because it is very important. Knowing how to handle our money, knowing how to understand how to spend this money, knowing in case you need a loan, where do we go? What are your rights? What can you put up as leverage? What do you have to offer? How do you use this money?
Okay, silent.
All these things are important. So when I talk about financial
Asha, your
literacy,
volume is low. We can't hear you.
okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so I was talking about financial literacy. Now, when we talk about financial literacy, we need to understand everything about money, how you spend your money, how it comes in, everything surrounding, reaching around your money. When you decide to get a loan, Say you want to get a loan to finance your business. How are you going to use your money? How are you going to multiply your money? How do you separate your expenses from your house expenses to your business expenses? How do you make sure that you don't mix up this money? All this financial literacy. We will have a topic in future strictly about financial literacy to help us grow our empires, to help us grow our businesses, to help us grow even those who are still employed, the small salaries. I see now finally we have a man in the house. I see a man, a face of a man. So welcome. I see the name is Techno. What is Techno? We need a name. We need your Zoom to have your name so that I can refer to you by your name. I'm seeing Techno Pop. I'm seeing Galaxy G6. Please rename. Rename so we can call you by name. You know, let me tell you something about, sometimes we do not take certain things serious, but even your identity online matters. Imagine who is going to order cake from Tekino. They want to know you. They want to know who you are. So start with the small things. Yes. So I was talking about financial literacy. We shall get to that topic later. Then the other thing that I wanted to talk about in this season, so much has changed. Please be open-minded. Do not let your head be stuck in the past. This season is showing us that we can do so much. We can do so much. Yes, we have disadvantages, but remember, look at the advantages. Look at how the digital world is moving. It is moving so fast. If you're still stuck in the analog era, the world is leaving you behind. Make sure that you can move with COVID. What, like, if COVID has given us that we do not have to be in the same room, what can you do to be outside without leaving your home? Use your phones wisely. Use your networks wisely. Make sure that you are safe, but at the same time, you are adapting to the new ways of business. You understand? Everything is going digital, please note. And it is the reason we are having a meeting today online. We would have been at the garden, seated there, eating our food and talking. But now we are on an online platform simply because of what is happening. All of us 100 cannot fit in that place because of you need social distance, you need so much. So please do not feel like, oh, when is this ending? Just embrace it and move with it. If it ever ends well and good, if it doesn't end, just continue. Embrace new opportunities. When you get a new skill, when you get more knowledge on something, please do it. Do not limit yourself. Don't say, no, I cannot. Do these things, move forward, and everything is going to go on well. Right now, there is a lot of e-commerce going on. Embrace the e-commerce. Do not limit yourself. Get into the e-commerce. Some of us have inferiority complexes. The good news is behind the computer or behind your phone, you don't have anyone to tell you that you look like this, you're that. No, you can do your thing, and without even including your face, you understand, you can do so much. So even if you don't have that confidence, when you are behind that phone, don't use it to insult people, don't use it for business. In this, we need to support each other. If I know that Sarah is doing aprons, you support Sarah. Sarah will know that Asha is selling, say, rice, and she will buy my rice. Because she's a baker, she cannot buy my cakes, but she'll find something else that she will buy. You understand what I'm saying? Support. As bakers, know that I'm not saying that you close off the world, but when you know that your sister is doing something, support them. It encourages them. It is something that you can, that will raise their confidence of like, okay, actually they believe in me. You understand? Muberenga mwagaliza of like, it will open up your blessings. It is something that will make us stronger as women. Do you know why men are very strong? Men are loyal people. They are not petty. They don't sit down and start backbiting each other. They don't sit down and start putting fellow men down. No, even if you ask your husband's friend, have you been with my husband? Even if they have not been with them, they will say yes, I've been with your husband. You ask a woman, that one will say, I saw that one last week. So guys, there is some feedback. Please mute your mic. So the other thing that we will get into later, it will be I want to find a way where we can create a club, but I don't want to get into money issues without knowing you guys, or without you guys knowing me, what I stand for.
No.
Understand? In the long run, as bakers, we need to have our own system. We need to have our own way of saving. It will encourage us to save. Okay. Someone is giving us feedback. Okay. So in the long run, when I get to know you guys, when I get to know you better, yes, now I know you by names or by face, but I need to know the kind of people I'm dealing with, how serious you are, how you want to push on with life. That is when we will get into the savings club. I'm not going to get into things that we are going to backfire in a few months. Usually I do not rush with decisions, but please note that it is in the pipeline. We will have a savings club. But I want us to be on the same page. I don't want people who I don't know, someone who can't even say come for a Zoom meeting. I need to know people who are serious. So we start with serious people, and then we can grow together. So that was the next thing on our agenda. It was about women and business. In case you have any questions, in case I've not talked about something, please write it in the chat. I will get to it. So let us get into our third point. Our third point was about why is a wedding cake priced differently. I hate it when I'm the only one speaking. So I'm going to give a chance to 3 people to tell me in 1 minute why a wedding cake should be priced differently compared to a birthday cake. Okay? So if you have something to say, just say me. Okay, now I can see me from Winnie Narwanga. Winnie, please unmute and tell us.
No, hi, Asha. No,
Hi,
what I'm saying, hi. No, what I'm saying is I've been called for a meeting and I'm requesting that when you're done, you'll help me with the recording. I've been called for a meeting. The MD wants me.
Okay.
Please. Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye. Now, I'm seeing some hands up. Emmy, and so after Emmy, Exceptional Cakes will tell us. Okay, Emmy, tell us. That is Kalu Cakes. Kalu Cakes, please tell us.
I'm sorry. I didn't know I was raising up my hand. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay, now who wants to tell us about wedding cakes? Exceptional Cakes?
Let me say something, Asha.
Okay.
I think why I price wedding cakes more than birthday cakes is because of preservation. A birthday cake can take about maybe 5 days, yet a wedding cake you find, especially like these giveaways, which they even want to eat after 2 weeks. So I end up using more preservatives and better flavors. If I'm going to do a birthday cake, I price it. I can buy these cheap, flavors. But when I am doing a wedding cake, there's a way I give it even better flavors, more of my time. Then a birthday cake, I'm not going to go to the, to the child's birthday or whoever's birthday and be there physically. A wedding cake, I have to be there, cut it, serve it, that part when they say, who is in charge of cake? You run, you come, you do so many things. So a birthday cake is something simple, it goes away. But with wedding cakes, for me, there is preservation, there is being at the function, then it's also hectic, and also I don't give it the same flavors as I do my birthday cakes. Thank you.
Hi, Exceptional Cakes here. I put up my hand. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, great. First and foremost, I think based on what she has already shared, wedding cakes are really pricey and they're really strenuous, and they're kind of tedious compared to these other usual cakes, because there's quite a lot that is required in terms of labor, in terms of the materials that is used, in terms of the time. So ideally, there is need to properly price your wedding cakes, because also when you look at some of these designs that are given, if someone sends you a photo and she's like, I want you to pull off that exact thing, so you have to do it, which means you're going to put in extra compared to what you're going to put in for just a single cake or just a two-tiered cake. So definitely there is need to focus and make sure that you really price every item and everything that you use in terms of planning for a wedding cake. Thank you from Exceptional Cake.
Anyone else wants to share? If you're sharing, please you put on your video so that we can see. Sarah, you want to say something? Please go ahead.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Can you hear me? Okay, so what I wanted to talk about why wedding cakes are supposed to be priced different from wedding cakes. One, the thing is, a wedding cake is a very big cake, and we are looking at numbers. Whereas a birthday cake, we are looking onto small numbers of people. So even when you're preparing a wedding cake, you look onto something that is presentable, something that can easily cater for the number of people that you're asked to cater for. And then two, about the size of the cake. Of course, you cannot cost a cake that is big the same way you cost a cake that is small. So the quantity, the wedding cake has to be big, whereas the birthday cake has, some people opt for big cakes for birthdays, which is not the case, but wedding cakes are always big. And then the details, the stress you pass through, because remember here, you're presenting yourself to so many people, and we are one-time lifetime event, like it's a one-time event we are talking about. So you have that also in your mind, that you have to do your very best to make sure that you pull out something exceptional, something big, something good, something long lasting. So you really have to give it a good pricing. After all, a lot of time is needed on a wedding cake than a birthday cake. I can imagine if I got a birthday cake, I would just work on it right now, but I would not just work on a wedding cake right now because of the details, the quantity, the quality, and how I want people to see my cake outside there. So to me, that's why I think if anyone is really working on a wedding cake, you really need the quantity and the service.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Jolie wants to say something. Jolie, please go ahead.
Hi. Hello, everyone.
Hi, Jolie.
Hi.
Can I say something? This is Roida. Indulge cakes.
Roida, first hold on. First wait for Jolie and then you say something.
Hi, everyone. This is
Hi,
Jolie.
Jolie.
I hope everyone is listening to me. This is Jolie from Barra of Jess Delicious Cakes. So we are talking about wedding cakes, why they are priced highly compared to other cakes. Number one, these cakes are planned for. No one goes for a wedding before they plan for. So you look at that. They have planned for the event. Number two, the cake itself, the decor, it is more strenuous, it involves a lot of emotions. You're impressing very, very many people. You want your product, once you're working on a wedding cake or a giveaway cake, you know what you want to show the world you have a better product. I am very sure most of us, if you have more wedding cakes, you would love that compared to birthday cakes. And again, you look at what you're going to make that cake, because usually for me, I may easily send for things for my other cakes. I can send for people to send me things from Kampala, but once it is a wedding cake, I usually do the shopping myself. So you can imagine it evolves so much because you want the product to come out the way the person wants it. It has a lot of emotions. You don't sleep until it is done. Even when you're at the venue, you're not settled until it is cut. Even when it is cut, you want people to give you the feedback. They're like, the cake was nice or it wasn't nice. So it has a lot of emotions. It has we put in a lot of time. It has a lot of decor. It has a lot, you may hire even cake artists. You may get extra help. It has so much. Personally, it has really so much to put in than any other cake. And for every business to prosper, of course, you need those cakes. And if anyone has gone through a wedding cake or a giveaway cake, you know what I'm talking about. It really, really has so much to offer. I guess I can just give a brief about the wedding cake compared to a normal cake. That is me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Jolie. Roida, you had something to say. Please switch on your camera and you tell us. Roida.
Yes, Asha. I think my camera has refused. I don't know why.
Okay, you can continue.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, dear bakers, for your contributions. I wanted to talk about why we price wedding cake differently from birthday cakes. But part of what I wanted to say, Jolie has said it. I think it's the emotions. Oh my God. You put all your emotions, all your thinking, all your planning, all your life is in a wedding cake. You don't sleep. Even you can't take in other orders unless you have really good manpower. But if not, you put every other order on hold until you concentrate and do this cake. This concentration and this emotion should be having a price attached. And then the fact that a baker is the only service provider, I think, who starts from the beginning until the end of the wedding of the customer. You start baking until this cake is cut and eaten. You will not settle down. This also should be having a price attached to it. Yes. Sometimes you finish a wedding cake and you are sick for 2 days.
True, that is true.
Surely a wedding cake, these people who come and say, you see, I wanted a birthday cake, now let's change it to a wedding cake, price the same. It is not worth it.
Yeah, it's not.
Sometimes you have to make a wedding cake, and if you're not careful and if you've not priced well, you find when you have even invested in the wedding cake your own money.
Yeah.
Because you want your piece to come out exceptional, you look for everything beautiful regardless of the price.
Yes.
So these are the things that we should look at before we accept to take the price, to take in any price. A wedding cake it has other details that to consider. If a cake has not come out well, definitely you will redo it. So these are the things that we plan ahead of time. You don't have to fail to go pick something somewhere because you're counting transport. If I take a border, this will have entered my profit. For a wedding cake, you need to price, and you're left to do whatever you think would make your cake come out well.
That is true.
So for me, I think it is about how the emotions and how good. If someone pays you well, you have you're given how do I call it? As in you're given a chance to explore with whatever you think will work best. That is what I think. That is why, for me, those are the reasons I based on to price well my wedding cake.
Okay. Thank you so much, everyone who has shared. Thank you. I had listed a few things that make baking a wedding cake higher than the usual cakes. Let us we would have called it expensive, but sometimes what you think is expensive to you is cheap to someone else. So let us just call it higher in pricing. Baking time. Everyone has talked about the baking time. Usually when you're baking a wedding cake, especially a fruit cake, sometimes it goes up to 4 hours baking, and these are rounds. These are rounds of baking. And because each round is like each layer is a round of its own. Some even want mixed layers, which is really very, very, very hard, because you have to sit and make sure that cake is dry. Because if it is not dry, by the time you're done with the decor, the cake is spoiled. We have been at functions where we eat spoiled cake. What brings about the spoiled cake is that it did not dry in the middle. Even when it is preserved, once it is not ready, it is going to get spoiled. It reaches the function, you're cutting a cake which is preserved and it is spoiled. It is because it did not dry in the middle, and you have spent so many days decorating this cake. So it is spoiled at home before it gets to the venue. So the soaking, we soak fruits for a very long time. That is patience. You need a good brandy. I have seen people use all sorts of things, even Uganda waraji. You bakers, the things you make people eat, God will not forgive you. When a Mugole pays for a cake, unless a baker has a problem in the head, when a Mugole has paid, it is hard to find someone trying to cut costs and buying a crude over whatever alcohol they can buy to put in someone's cake. So that is why a wedding cake is given a certain price. There is a brandy that I have been using, which is at 55,000 a bottle. So katingo jango ngamba, price it like a birthday cake. Hey, I would rather sleep in my bed and not make your cake. So brandy is very, very important. You need to get a very good brandy, and that is why when you're asking for money, please put your name out there that I don't want my name to be attached to this wedding cake, or even a knife cannot go through. A good brandy or a rum is going to keep the cake moist and top quality. In the maturity time of those fruits, people really preserve this, soak these fruits for some time. The molds, sometimes all wedding cakes are different. They send you a picture and you have to buy a new mold. You look for those molds. Some people, you don't even know that looking for a mold, it is so time consuming. You shop to shop, you're in Chukubo looking for that one mold, and for you, not counting that time. edible flowers. People start making edible flowers even 3 weeks before the wedding. Oh, that is your time. Like someone said that, if someone has mentioned that us bakers, we start right, we are the first service providers to start working. Imagine you start flowers like 3 weeks to the event. And then you tell me that that wedding cake and side cakes was 1 million. Bakers. Tugenda kuleta kiboko. So the delivery. Mama, you people, I don't know if it is me alone, but delivering a wedding cake is
No.
hell on earth. Mama.
Pressure.
It's too much stress. I don't eat from morning. I don't eat until when that cake is set up. It is just, it drives me crazy. And I've never gotten used to it because I've put it in my head that every wedding is different and this person is getting married once. Okay, according to our Ugandan laws, once you're going to get married. So you want to give them the best. So you're not breathing. When you're driving, the potholes, what? Oh my God, it is too stressful. Your heart is racing until when that cake has reached its destination and set up and even take a picture of like, I have evidence. That is when you calm down. The setup, we don't count that setup time. Do you know that sometimes we spend 2 hours just setting up a cake? There is a cake I set up now, like let's say cupcakes. There are some cupcakes I set up for 4 hours. I'm on the venue setting up cupcakes. And as bakers, we don't count those things. So we don't give value to the client because you did not put this thing in your costing. So you're like, I'm just wasting time. That affects our quality of work. Then the cutting. Sometimes some cakes are too complicated. You have to be there for cutting, or you have to send someone to help in the cutting process. You have to deal with all the cake matrons and that emotional stress. My God, it is just too much. The sleepless nights. When you're working on a wedding cake, I don't know if it is which ghost. I don't know. I cannot even talk about that ghost. Your sleep is cut until when that cake is done. Your sleep is cut. You wake up thinking about that cake. You sleep thinking about that cake. You look at it as you work from home. Even your children don't have peace. You're like, never pass that side. Pass the other side. Emotionally, you're even stressing them. But so that is a wedding cake. Then the psychology, someone mentioned it, that stress. We do not count stress because we are Africans. We are trained to be taking in each and everything, so we don't count stress. But man, we should count our stress. And let me tell you, some people say that this one is expensive. I hear even bakers themselves saying that baker is expensive, that one is expensive, that one is expensive. It is sad that a baker will call another baker expensive when they know each and everything that goes into a cake. Apart from the ingredients, they know the other activities surrounding a cake, and they go ahead. If your cake is cheap, keep your cheapness and your opinion to yourself. No one is going to come and tell you that keep it to yourself. We're not going to judge you. It is okay. But that thing of going around saying that baker is expensive, that baker, you oswala, because at the end of the day, you're going to also realize that you're being funny with your costing, and it is going to go up, but you will never go back to this baker to apologize for the things you used to. So someone told me, Asha used to tell people how expensive you are until when I learned costing. So you want them expensive, are you going to go back and tell them that actually now you understand? So sometimes we think we are marketing ourselves by being cheap, but trust me, you're not giving your client enough value. Value is key. When you price your product in a good way, you give your client value. Very good value. I have a client, usually when I have up country cakes, I don't go, because when I tell a client my cost for going up country, they say, okay, what, we shall take the cake, which is okay with me. So next month I have a client in Mbara. Everything I would tell her that, you know what, if for me to come to Mbara, you have to pay for a hotel. Okay, Asha, you have to hire the car. I know it's my car, but I need this amount for my car. Okay, Asha, we need this. Okay, Asha, everything you tell that client, you say, okay. Now tell me in your right mind, how are you going to disappoint that client? You have given her the cost and she has taken it in. She's like, okay, it is okay. How much do you want? How do I have a good product? Those are the clients we want to serve. We want to give them our worth and they are going to agree with us and say, okay, let us do this. If someone says, no, that is expensive, I'll take the cake. It is okay. Show them how to set up the cake, give them pointers, and let them take the cake. Those who will appreciate and say, okay, I'll need you, go and give them value. Value is attached to a cost. Without a cost, we tend to go shortcuts. People do shortcuts. People are buying substandard products. People are buying expired products because they are cheap. They are finding cheaper options that they can serve a client. The fact is, if you are on this Zoom today, I can see now you're 73 people. The truth is, if you are giving anyone a substandard product, sooner or later, it is going to be a health complication. You might not know, by the way, that you contributed to that health problem. You might not know that the product you bought that is expired is contributing to someone's cancer in future. You might not know. But the fact is, it is different when you buy something and you don't know. Like clearly you don't know. There your innocent even goes. Even God knows. But it is a different thing when you buy something and clearly know that chocolate on the market is 60,000 and someone is selling either the same kilos over 2.5 kgs at 30k or 20k, and clearly they are playing with your head, and you clearly know that even when you melt that chocolate, it is not going to taste as chocolate. There was a chocolate, if someone sent me a sample that can you buy, and it was like plastic, melting it, even biting, it was like plastic. There are certain things we see that even when you're working with it, it is not coming out. You buy it and you're like, no checking, now really you cannot eat it. No gamba, please do not use that thing. Castor checking, even if the expired date is still intact properly, but once you use something and you feel like it is substandard, you stop. You say, let me do what? Let me stop. There is something I heard that there are some goods that actually do not get expired. Like I was reading about chocolate. Someone sent me an article about chocolate. That chocolate doesn't expire. It's just they give it like a very long time.
Come here.
And I started reading about chocolate, but they were saying in that document that the minute you start melting that chocolate and you see that it has changed texture, don't use it. So we have products that are like that actually don't expire, but for you to know that it is on the right, someone has music there. Ooh. Someone is playing music. I think
Banange.
that was
Right,
Lilian Nabasumba was playing music.
So, you guys, when you join, turn off your microphones.
So guys, there are things that you will see that actually you're using it techivayo. Once in your heart you're like, would I eat this one? This card, it doesn't matter. There was a time I bought fruits. It's like they had plastic things in. The fruits looked very fine. Then after soaking, I would see things floating on top. I was disturbed. Imagine after your 2 weeks of soaking, all your alcohol, all your what, you're looking at things and it's like plastic things are floating. I had to just close my eyes and say, you know what? I'm not going to give anyone a cake with this. I had to pour everything and start from scratch. So sometimes we need to sacrifice, but knowing that even if you can't eat this thing, it will give you a better thing of like, you're clear. So we have Q&A. I don't know if anyone has a question before we close. Banange n'abasumba otubeeredde ki? N'abasumba situle nnyini. Okay.
Asha, I have a question.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yes, I'm asking, there's that week whereby, number two, you have not sold anything.
Can
The
you put
whole
on
week
your video
Monday
and
to
we
Friday.
see you?
Asha, mfumba mmere.
I have seen people
I'm
even
cooking.
in saloon. So fumbe mmere ng'otulaga face yo.
Okay. Well,
Banange, Lillian n'abasumba. Lillian, please, music.
I'm sorry, I can't.
can I go ahead?
Yes, go ahead.
Yes.
Okay, now there are those days that week, now the whole week you have not baked, then the next week you've not baked, then someone comes like with serious business, okay, not serious business, but with let's say a cake which someone else would have sold maybe 2 million and is offering you 1.2. And how do you go by those situations? Ganaye mbutufu wetunulamu, you have not been working. How do you deal with those situations? Do you tell them to go away? Or do you work because you have not been working? How do you deal with such situations? That's my question.
Personally, it is a hard question for me because clearly I've never gone through those weeks. But let me try to put myself in someone else's shoes. I think when something like that happens, the first thing is for you to do your math. You do your math. Olaba oyitawo. My problem is someone bambi okozesa ate sente ze, and that happens a lot because obadde nga tolaba business. When business comes, you underestimate it, then bayingira ne muzizo n'ezizentono nazo ne zigenda. So me, I think when you get such an order, you're really hungry, you want to do something, first sit down and do your math. Omanye mbunino, I have done my math. Oba nfunako mitwalo 2, it is okay, I will do this order. But do not do anything free of charge, and do not do anything that is going to cost you in your pockets. Then also the other thing, the other person, why am I in the dark? The other person that I would encourage to do an order that is like that. If you have never, let's say, done a wedding cake and it is your first wedding cake, I will know it is okay because you're using this as advertising. You're using this, it is not only what you're going to gain, but the advert you're going to get. And if you nail it, you will get more orders. That person, if it is your first order, the way wanika, it's okay to make losses. Actually, me, even if it is free, ngofunye opportunity to do someone's wedding for the first time, because that person to trust you with their wedding cake, it is not easy. Do it, omanye mbuno kino nchimaze, but now I can do a wedding cake. You understand, Nelly?
Yes, I do. Thank you.
Okay, another person.
Hello, hi. Can you hear me? Yeah. It's Brenda. Hello?
Yes, Brenda, tell us.
Hi. Yeah, no, I'm not really, I don't know if this is a question or I'm just trying to, should I call it a statement? I was wondering, is it a good idea to, okay, it's kind of a question, to have like a standard price for your wedding cakes, and then, like for example, you know in your head, my wedding cakes start at like, let's say 300K at TI. Then you keep the price can change according to the design you finally get, like without anything, like let's just say a plain cake. Each tier goes for like, it's a white cake with whatever flavor you've made, and then you've done like plain, you put fondant on it, let's just say. That one starts at like 300K. I'm just giving an example. Then if the person gives you your design, like if they want fresh flowers, they want lace, they want gold and what, the price goes up per tier according to what design they want on their cake. I don't know if I make sense. That's how I've been doing it. I don't know. But of course, I don't start from 300K. I price, like, let's say I put each tier at 200K. Then if the person tells me, for example, they want fresh flowers, I add that on, and then each tier changes accordingly. Like instead of 200K, it becomes like, let's say 300K a tier. I mean, a cake. Yeah, a tier.
Now,
So then that guides you to price. I was just, it's the process I used to use. I don't know if it works. It's a nice way of, it's nice to do it. Or I am like as if not on the right path.
No, you are actually on the right path. Personally, I have a price list for wedding cakes, starting from a normal wedding cake. Starting from a normal wedding cake, like that is me. A normal wedding cake will cost, say, 500,000 per tier. When I'm costing tiers, I don't tell you that the 6th tier is going to be this much and the 16th tier is going to be this much. Me in my head, I've put in all.
No, I was thinking each tier is the same amount of money.
Yes,
it doesn't change whether it's a 6-inch, 8-inch, 12-inch. Yes,
exactly. That's what I do. I make sure that all tiers are the same, because me in my head, I know that I make up in between, because that is my math behind. So if it is 500,000,
yes,
and you want a 4-tier cake, that is 4 million for me. Then when we come to detail and you tell me, now I want edible leaf, now I want many flowers, now we start working towards that. And we say now that is going to be an extra 1 million, another extra 1 million, like that. So that by the time me and the Mugole have left, the Mugole knows that I can leave out this and keep this. I can replace it with this and that. You understand? Like when you look at our decorators in the country, they have mastered a very good art that I have really appreciated. A decorator is going to give you options. Do you want plastic flowers? That is the bill. Do you want fresh flowers? That is the bill. Do you want manyoba? Which kind of lighting? Do you want a fairy tale? Everyone has their own price. So looking at how they are doing it, you find a wedding. I've been at a wedding where a decorator is 120 million, 150. And man, your cake, you're like even
it
if
has
that
to
cake,
match the 120 million.
yes, even if that cake is like 6 million or 7 million, still in your head you underpriced, because you'd have done so much. You would have brought out your table, you would have done like so many things around your cake that will bring it out. But because we don't have that kind of thinking, we just give them cake quotation and that's it.
Yes,
we should learn, like you give, I over time, when I go, I look at an event and I study it, and I'm like, what would I have done better? What would I have added on? So I come back and I do my notes. So when I get the next Mugole, I tell them, what if we add this? What if we add that? If you don't want it, it is okay. This is the cost implication. Even when you work with a decorator, I tell a decorator, hey, can you get me such kind of table? They will tell you this amount, and you pay them that table because you charged the Mugole. You understand? So that kind of creativity, I really like what the decorators are doing, because they give you all options and you decide. Anyone else?
That's a very good tip. That's a very good tip. Thanks, Asha.
You're welcome. So who has not said anything? Maybe, okay, we just go through introduction that everyone can say something. I don't want people to leave when they have not said anything. So when I read your name, you unmute your mic and you say something. You tell us your name and your company name. 1+. We can't hear you.
Hi, Asha. Hi, everyone. Yeah, I'm very happy to be in this meeting. I'm called Chantal Dorothy Isagara from Fort Portal, and my company name is Shan's Cake. Yes.
Hey,
I'm happy.
Then
And it's
continue, please.
anything. That's all. That's all.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Now we have Peace. Peace said something.
Hello.
Hello.
Asha, can I introduce myself? My battery is going to go off. Eh?
Okay. Switch on your video and you say something. You introduce before your battery goes off.
Hello?
Hello, yes, we can hear you.
Hello?
Hello, we can hear you.
Okay. This is Namave. I don't know that's my network.
Okay, I think the volume is too low. Okay, now we can go with someone else. I think she's having audio issues. Peace, is Peace there?
Yes, I'm here. Hi guys. I don't know if you can see me.
Yes, we
Can you see me?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, I'm walking. So this is Peace Cake Nation. I'm located in Chihuatule.
Yes, Peace. Nice to hear from you.
Thank you for
Hi,
the talk. Hi.
Irene, I see Irene's iPhone.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hello. I'm driving. I'm Irene. I'm really grateful for this meeting. It has really helped me. And I'm looking forward to improve where I need to improve. And the name I use for my bakery is Irene's Kitchen.
Nice seeing you, Irene.
Nice seeing you, Asha, and everyone. Bye.
We have Vivian. Okay, I think some people can't hear me. Let us just have a voluntary introduction so that people don't say that I'm being headmistress, putting you out. Okay, who is ready? Whoever is ready, you can introduce.
Hello.
Hello. Okay.
This is Lilian Nabasumba.
Lilian, you're going
The
to
one
play
of the
us
music.
for the music.
I'm sorry, I didn't know how to do that. Just tapping anywhere. So it's Lilian from a cave by delight. Do cakes and food.
Thank you, Lilian. Next person.
Hi. I don't know who's coming up. We are so many saying hi. Oh, okay.
Can I go first? This is Nana Cakes.
Yes, it's okay.
Hello, Asha. Hello, everyone. I'm Nana Nora Nafuka. I bake from Boston, Mackinja. And I'm happy to be part of this meeting. Thank you so much.
Nice seeing you, Nana, though you didn't turn on the video. Next.
Sorry, it's crowded here. Hello.
Hello.
This is Lucy. Hello.
Hi, Lucy.
This is Lucy from Lucy's Cake Ferry. I'm currently operating from Namgongo, Baloa.
Hi, Lucy.
Hello. Hello.
Okay, next person.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes. This is Victoria. Okay. Hello.
Hello, we can hear you.
Yes, this is Victoria Mavike. I didn't know. Nice to meet you people. Nice to see you.
Okay, next person.
Hello, this is Prosike of Tree Divine Bakes from Nansana.
Yes, Percy. Can I get me? I'm trying to get light. My lights just went off, so now I'm in the window.
Sorry.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Okay, this is Divine Mercy, Exception Fix from Bukoto, Chisasi. I must say that I've been so blessed to be part of this, and there's quite a lot that I have taken home. And I must say that, Anitah, your story has really blessed me because I've been having issues of the back. But I want to say that this has really been an eye-opener for me. Thank you.
Hello.
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 Hi.
Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Yes, it's me, Sarah, and Dinda, aka AS Collection, the baker and the tailor in making. Yay! Don't forget our aprons are now packed. They are cute. See that?
Very nice.
This one here is the headgear, and this one is basically in black and white. So they are going to be available at Baker's Boulevard. So in case you can't order
nice.
from me, yeah, and they'll be smart, cute, packed, sealed, ready for you. So Baker's Boulevard will be having all the aprons, all the chef coats. On top of that, happy to meet you all, you bakers. You're so lovely. You're so cute, you know.
Okay.
And let's love the baking.
Thank you for lifting our spirits.
Thank you, Sarah. Next.
Hi.
Hi. Yes, Agnes.
Who is on one? Hi, Asha.
Hey, how are you?
Who is on? Bananga? I'm confused.
It is Agnes. It is Agnes who is talking.
Hi, Asha.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, everyone. My name is Agnes Mbawazi. I stay in Chireka. Bananga, I'm ashamed. I don't have a business name yet. I'm still confused on which one to take up. But I stay in Chireka.
Agnes, let me ask you. Agnes, let me ask you. How did you join? How did you join without? How did you join?
No, I just use Aggie cakes, but I just use Aggie, but it's not the one that I really want to take on. Like I'm really yeah. Anitah, thanks for sharing. Anitah, thanks for sharing. Yeah. And Asha, thanks for sharing. Everyone who has contributed, I'm so glad. I've learned a lot, and God bless you. Asha, you really have a rich heart. Like I've always thought to myself, Asha, I don't know that time I will meet you, but God bless you. God bless everyone, all of you bakers. And yeah, let's take this up. God will see us through. Thank you.
Amen.
Bye.
Bye. Next.
Guys, purchase my order book, please.
That's yours as well.
Okay. Fiona, you're speaking.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Caroline.
Hi.
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 Fiona, that's it.
Yes.
She doesn't seem very excited.
Hi, how are you?
Hi. My name is Anitah. My company name is Voluntary. I stay from home. I'm going to be here. I use you as a performance. Been making for just 1 year. I've learned a lot, both from the group and from here. I thank everybody for sharing. That's been really, really productive. Sometimes I have a problem. Sometimes when I have dry days, and how do you handle that? I think someone can just throw it there for me. So how do you guys deal with it? Otherwise, I thank you all so much, and it's nice seeing you all here. Hopefully, I get to see in the next session.
Thank you. Next.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
Called Linda.
Linda.
Murungi, and the company name is Sweet Sensation.
Okay.
Hi, have you heard me?
No.
I had the first word and the last one.
Sorry.
Sensation.
I said I'm called Linda Murungi, and the company name is Sweet Sensations. I'm in Zana.
Oh, okay.
Greetings from Entebbe Road. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice seeing you. The next person.
Hi.
You too.
Hi.
My name is Christabel Katuntu, and my company name is Crystal Cakes. I operate in Muyenga.
Thank you.
Mama.
Nice to meet you.
The next one.
Hi,
Hello.
how are you? Oh dear. I always get knocked out.
Okay. So from Susan, was it Susan who was speaking? From Susan, we go to Brenda.
Yeah, hi guys.
Hi.
How are you?
Brenda.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
I can. Hi, how are you? First,
Yes.
I'm Brenda Nakabira. My company is Buttercup Bakes, and I operate in Kulambur, still a home bakery.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. Asha, thank you so much. This was such a great thing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. You have done so much for all of us. It may not seem like much, but it is much. And we really want to thank you. Because you're helping us spread our wings more. Many of us were in a comfort zone and we didn't want to get out of it, but you're helping us get out of that comfort zone.
Amen.
So thank you so much for this.
Amen. So if you want to speak, you just put up your hand so that I can see you, so that you guys don't clash.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
There is that option where you put up a hand. Okay,
Yeah,
Lillian,
yeah.
yes, Lillian, you can speak. Hi, Lillian, unmute. Unmute your mic.
Muted.
Yes. Now
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Hi, fellow bakers.
Hi.
Hi.
Happy to
I'm
meet
sorry
you
I came in
finally.
late. I missed part of the session. I was running up and down to make things happen. Yeah, but I'm so grateful. I'm very happy that yeah, I'm called Lilian Agasha Buhwezi. I operate in Bugorobi. My company, I work from home. My company is Home of Cakes.
Hey, Lily.
Hi, Lillian. And now we can have Joy. Joy Kezia.
Hi,
Hi, Joy.
I'm Joy. I am in Namamve. And my company is called Eden Confectionery. Nice to meet you all.
Thank you, Joy. Now there is another hand up by Caro Ayela.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
Ayela Achayo Karo is my name. And my company name is Carol's Cakes and Treats. Thanks for everyone that contributed. And we are so grateful, Asha, for all you do for us.
Amen.
Nice time.
Thank you. We have another hand from Techno Pop. You unmute. Unmute.
Sorry. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Nice to meet all of you. Asha, thank you so much for this opportunity. We really do appreciate you. And you've done so much for us. You've taught us so many things about pricing. And we really appreciate your effort. And we'll always love you. Thanks, everyone. My name's Ruth from Ruth's Bakes, Gayaza Road. And I'm baking from home at the moment. And I really love you bakers. When we meet sometimes at Andrews at Kamkamo, we don't know each other. So you don't know who you're talking to, you don't know who's buying what, but it's really nice to have this big family and we've learned so much. So God bless you all. Let's keep the ovens hot throughout all this season. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Toria, your hand is up.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Toria.
My name is Victoria Najuma from Victoria Cakes. I'm happy to be here. Asha, thank you so much for this. Thank you for always thinking about us, and this has really been beneficial. Thank you all, and nice to meet you. Bye.
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 Now we have Susan Karunji.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, my name is Susan Karunji Kutesa Jacobs. I bake from Chuatule. I'm a home baker. And it's so nice to be here. Thank you to everyone that has shared. Thank you, Asha, for organizing this. God bless you all.
Bless you too. So we have Techno, come on. Techno, come on. Please tell us. Techno, come on. Your hand is up. Okay, if Techno, come on is not ready, let us go with Jen Nancha. Jen Nancha.
Hi everyone. Hi, how are you? Yes,
Fine.
Hi, how are you? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I'm Jane Nancha of Zana Cakes. I bake from home in Maganjo. Nice to meet everyone.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Now we have Kawahuma Anlin.
Hello, hi everybody.
Hi.
My name is Anlin. My name is Anlin. I am a home baker. I bake from home. I stay in Budo.
Hi, all the way from Budo. Hi.
Hi.
That is nice to see people coming all around, yeah?
Nice to be on this forum also.
Okay,
Bring
nice
for
hearing
last
from
people
you.
in Budo.
And anyone with a hand up, so many people have not said anything. Sheila, you've not said anything. Mercy, I'm seeing even Nicholas. So many people have not said anything. Please put your hands up. I'm seeing a hand from Vivian.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hi, sweetie.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, I'm called Vivian from Chitintale, home baker. I've not baked for so long, but when I started baking, I was going to call my company Viv Cakes, but I realized we are Vini. So for now, it's still Viv Cakes as I try to zero on a better name. Otherwise, Asha, God bless you so much.
God bless
You're beautiful,
you.
you have a beautiful heart, you're kind. God really enlarge your territory. Anitah, thanks for that story. So inspiring. Stay blessed, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I hope those ones who didn't put up their hands are shy. So, but it is nice you still attended even if you're shy. My internet is starting to be funny. I think now it knows that it is time out. Someone else has put up their hand. Dorothy.
Hi.
Hi, Dorothy.
Hello. How are you? Bambi, I'm so sorry I logged in. You're saying, banange. Okay, I don't know if I'm in light or something. Better?
Yes, better.
Okay, I'm Dorothy Akelo. Homebreaker. Zana for. Anyway, that's Ontario Road. Ontario Road Bakers. Hi. Everyone is saying Anitah, Bambi. Sorry, me, I didn't hear, so I wasn't inspired. But I may be inspired after listening to the recorded audio, if there will be any that will be shared. Otherwise, nice meeting you all. Glad to meet you. Monsoni wende mbya COVID, so I need to run away. Enjoy.
Thank you. Doreen Babas, your hand is up. Say something.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. My name is Mbabas Doreen. I'm a baker from Gayaza Road, Nakwero. And I'm glad to be part of this family. I'm with some other bakers.
Yay! Hi, guys.
Asha, we love you. Yeah.
Hi.
I'm glad to be
you. I
here.
know you. I know your face.
Guys. Thank you so much. Okay. Lovely day.
Okay, thank you. So everyone has said something. I'm closing off.
Yes.
You know, it is hard to see you guys go. I'm going to cry. Okay, it was a nice chat. I'm going to. I will post soon and ask about the different topics that you want us to discuss in the next Zoom meeting, and then we will find a way of opening it up to other participants. It means that I have to part with money, because the sessions that have more people, you part with money. So it means I have to pay for those sessions. So I'll see how to do it. So we can open it up for also other people, so that we don't limit people's blessings to learn. So I wanted to see how the first one goes. Thank God it has gone so well. I'm happy, I'm excited. So after this one, the rest will be easy. So I'll be scheduling at least one Zoom meeting per month. I don't think we can do more. If I promise you more than once, just know it will be a lie. A lie. So we will do like one per month. I will communicate the next one. Thank you, everyone. Have a good evening. Love you all. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Guys,
Peace.
stand by and
Bye.
affordable. Please buy from Sarah. Please buy buy my order book for Christmas orders.
Yay!
Yeah.
Good to check. Oh.